How's it going, Guardians? Refund here, and welcome to another Destiny video. And from the title, you could guess that this is going to be another video of me talking about Destiny 2 and my thoughts on it. And you, person, would be right. I thought this video was important to make, considering that with the beta came a lot of new information and toys that we got to play with. So why don't we cut right to the chase and talk about the initial stuff, the story. From my perspective as an aspirant video game story writer, I found that the initial chapter of Destiny 2's campaign was an excellent way to start off this new installment to the franchise. While Rise of Iron had a cool, intriguing, mysterious introduction, and The Taken King had that absolute blowout of an introductory cutscene, it felt as if the entire first mission of Destiny 2 was like that. It was packed full of action, enemies, and of course, explosions. Lots and lots of explosions. In the mission, the developers introduced multiple different enemy types that we see throughout the other parts of the beta. I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but one that stuck out to me the most was the Gladiator, a brute with two large energy cleavers. Think of it like the Butchers from Warframe, but with a massive health pool and damage resistance. Also, at the end of the mission, it establishes Gaul as the greatest villain in all of Destiny. This guy came in here with a plan, and he executed it perfectly. This guy didn't sit back at his spaceship in Saturn's rings or remain waiting to be summoned on its throne world. No. He came in, stole our toys, then punched the main character. Our character. The Guardian that nobody in this universe would shut up about. The Godslayer. He hit us with a 1-2 combo, then kicked us and our ghost off the ship. Also, the death of Ghost was an extreme way to establish how no-nonsense this guy is. He is one of the few villains in this story to have an actually intriguing motivation. Oryx's vengeance quest has nothing on Gaul coming in to take the light away because he believes us to be unworthy. That is a story I can't wait to figure out. There's only one thing that appeared in the first story mission that genuinely made me upset, and it was the smallest detail that if you weren't looking, you would have missed. It was in the back of the skybox in the mission. It was an Arcadia-class jump ship attacking one of the Cabal's newest dropships. Now, the reason why is that I knew for the longest time that our ships had weapons and we didn't use them. Why we never got to, I will never know, but it still got me slightly tilted. Anyway, the story looks pretty good. Let's move down to the strike. The strike is one of the activities to take place on the planet of Nessus, one of the most beautiful places in the entire Destiny series. I say that only because it is dang gorgeous on next gen. This strike also dispelled one of the myths that people had, that the Fallen had left the Sol system with the coming of the Red Legion. That is not the case. They are here, and the Pike is also making a return. Anyway, the planet has a ton of Vex fluid on it. I know it has a specific name, but I can't think of it right now. All that I do know is that there is a lot of it on this planet, and the Vex appear to be born from it, which I think is pretty cool. Now, as far as the actual strike goes, it almost takes a half an hour to complete. However, I didn't find myself getting bored toward the end of it. The boss's mechanics were all interesting and kept me on my toes. From teleporting between 3 locations, to playing a game of the floor is lava, then to the final battle where he is constantly running around and shooting at you, it's a great boss fight and makes me excited for what else comes next. Anyway, let's get into the last activity that was shown to us, the Crucible. Oh my god, I cannot even describe how pleased I am with this new Crucible. It's no small changes to weapon balances, it's so balanced it's almost unrecognizable. First off, due to the changes in weapon loadouts and the way that ammo for those weapons works, there is no longer such a thing as special weapon spam or anything like that. I found myself having a lot of fun in this version, rather than having fun sometimes and getting angry at other points. Now, I'm still confused as to how the new version of Control works, but I honestly don't care. Another thing that I noticed was that the supercharge rates have been drastically reduced, for better or worse. Also, in any activity you play, there's no longer a reward screen, so there's no tension as to what you got for how you performed, and you can't compare your results of rewards to someone else. The Countdown game mode is basically the Destiny universe's spin on the Counter-Strike and Search and Destroy concepts, where one team needs to plant and detonate a bomb and eliminate the defenders, and the other team needs to eliminate the attackers. That game mode has led to some of the most montage-worthy moments I have had in recent memory. The only real change that I would make is maybe tone down the power of the pulse rifles and increase the power of the scout rifles, but other than that, I think that this is an amazing design already. So, about the overall changes, there are way too many for me to list in this single video, but let me just start with a few things that I noticed which were really cool. So first off, the weapons that are available. Faction weapons are coming back, as evidenced by the Future War Cult sidearm that I picked up, and as everyone knows already, new weapon types have come to the game. Just in case you missed any of them, I'll list them off. The submachine gun, a weapon with a fast fire rate and low damage. The grenade launcher, a weapon that shoots grenades, surprise surprise. But there was something else. The linear fusion rifle. Basically, it's a weapon type of the Queenbreaker's bow from Destiny. But what interested me the most, and if you caught the live stream that I had done, that took forever to set up, there was a new foundry added to the game, one that appeared to make reverse-engineered hive weaponry, which I thought was pretty cool. Lastly, the foundries appear to be making all the weapon types that they were missing, at least from what we know. The last thing that I wanted to add was something that really concerned me. For some reason, the other subclasses weren't available for play. That isn't just a small issue either, that is a huge feature to just omit from the beta. Now, the reason that this bothers me in particular is that I love the new subclasses, with the exception of Night Stalker because I don't like being part of the no fun police. Anyway, I hope that they're okay and they will be there for us in the final product. Otherwise, there will be some problems on their end from all of us. Anyway guys, this is going to be it for the video, and for my 75 sub special, since I didn't get any clips for a montage, I wanted to make something else. Either way, I hope you guys still like the idea that I have. I've got it scripted, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. So have a good one, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!